Well, I've decided since I haven't been uploading any of my progress on this door, I oughta just shoot a video from my phone real quick. So this is originally an Audi door, and I've done is I've chopped it, and if you can see the wire in there, I've chopped it and bound it with wire, and it's actually all bound in wire right through in here. Um, and this has been sectioned and resectioned back in because I like that corner. And then this is all built out of foam and as you can see the foam right there. This is built out of foam and Duraglass-like material and a little bit of fiberglass, but the problem with fiberglass is right here. You can see how wrinkly and shitty that foam is. That's because the foam melts whenever you put anything on it. I don't know, this type of spray foam isn't really resilient to any chemicals, so that kind of sucks. I read that if you use a different, not polyester, it would be fine, but I used vinyl ester and it did the same, so it's actually worse with vinyl ester. Here too, I treated it the same way with a little bit of resin, which hardens up the foam and gives you a good base. Honestly, the Duraglass really does a really good job. There's not going to be any damage. My other door, I'll show it to you. It's got seatbelt nicks and stuff. Here, sorry about the dark. Can't do much. Lotus is down right now anyway. You can see here I got my dirty paw prints on it because I've been trying to replicate this corner. But if we go down here, this is the real problem right here. All these dents are from my seatbelt. My seatbelt buckle keeps wailing into the door there. This door is not 100% finished, but I would like to have kept it for the year, but there's no way I'm going to keep it for a year with that big dent in it and also with that big fold in it. Now, what I learned is I need to make this out of two parts. I'm going to split the corner here and do the front and the back. As you can see, it didn't turn out too bad. There we go. The speaker grill does fit in and everything, but I'm not done because I didn't have the other grill and I didn't know what I wanted to do under the handle. Now that I've done this other door, I know what I want to do. And it keeps unlocking and locking because I have the lock rod in there and it's flinging around. Anyway, this is a hole for the vent, and unless this is filled in, it's too short, and all this stuff that is usually hidden by the dashboard would hang out. So what I've done is I've foamed it, I've Duraglassed it, and then I'm putting a layer of Bondo over it, and it actually makes for a lighter than stock door. This door is actually really light. The heaviest part is over there, obviously, because it's full of foam. But what else I've done too is I've stuck some little offcuts of foam because I didn't want to spray a bunch of foam in again in here. And what this does is this kind of insulates the speaker cavity, and this blocks out, you know, any escape of sound or of. It's early for me. It's about noon, but it's still early for me. It blocks in the vibration for now from the speaker, which I still got to cover up this hole. Actually, yeah, this hole in this case. This hole gets sealed, and this is sealed up here. What that'll do is that'll give me a little better audio quality until I build my boxes, which is going to be some work because they need to seal up against the door since the speaker's mounted into the door. Yeah, I don't suggest anybody doing this because this is an awful long process. The planning took me 6 months. This door I thought was going to take me 2 weeks, but since I keep running out of materials and the days keep getting cold, it's already been 3 weeks, and I'm still not, finished. I still don't have it in vinyl. Yeah, I mean, and by the way, making doors out of foam is probably an incredibly slow process. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. I would suggest if you're going to foam something, foam it up and then cover it in PVA and make a mold out of it or get a mold off of it, and then work into a stock door. That's a lot easier of a process. But if you are going to build from the ground up, I suggest building up your mold, taking a really thin, thin overcoat um, of the lightest glass you can use while retaining your shape. Then um, you can cover that in PVA. Then you can make a reverse mold. I actually suggest carbon fiber for this because it's so cheap these days. 3 sheets of carbon fiber together, bam, you got a really strong as steel structure. It's really super light, for performance car guys. And we're already getting into 5 minutes. Anyways, if you want to know more about how to make carbon fiber parts, you can just send me an email. It's the same name as on my channel at Gmail. You can definitely do that. Last things is, for Lotus operators, it's great. Well, Esprit operators, it's great because this Audi deal gives you tweeters, and it gives you your front speakers, which only the later models had. I have a 90, so yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to show the world something since I haven't uploaded in so long. All right, thanks.